This is really about using the lines that Mother Nature has already given you. Hey guys, what's up? It's Meezy coming at you live in the flesh with no face on because today we are going to be covering the basics and we are going to start with what I like to think might just be the most important part of the face, the brows, okay? And if you can tell right now, my brows, they're really in need of some attention. Just look at all this little hairs sticking out. So I'm gonna show you how to do your brows when you need to get your brows did, okay? So before we start the video, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button because we all already know you're gonna like it. And then leave a comment. Leave a comment. I don't think it's too much. Just leave a comment. Say hi. I like to know if people watch or not. And without further ado, a brow tutorial. To do your brows, you're gonna need 3 things, maybe 4, depending on what you choose to use. First, you're gonna need an angled brush. Now, you're gonna want a brush that looks a little bit like this or a lot of it like this. You want it to be angled so that it's easy to get right up under those brows with your concealer. And I want to say the bigger the better, but not too big. I would just say that this one right here is the perfect size. Then you want to get your brow pencil. I use 2 different brow pencils depending on how I'm feeling that day. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, which I love, love, love. This is the brow definer in the color deep brown. And then I also use my Loreal brow stylist definer, which, I mean, they sound just almost the same, don't they? That's probably why I like this L'Oreal one so much. But if you look and see, this has like a triangle shape. I'm really not sure. This light is so bright. But it has like a triangle shape and it's really big. So you like get in there and you can get your big places and you're good to go. And this one, the L'Oreal, is a very skinny. She's skinny and thin. And it's gonna be perfect to get very precise strokes for those brow hairs. You're gonna need is some concealer, whatever concealer you like the best you can use for your brows. Today I'm gonna be using this Colorpop concealer in the shade Dark 46. Oh, okay, the 4th thing that you might need is a spoolie, which if you use a brush, if you use a pencil, 9 times out of 10 is gonna come with a spoolie on the end. And then if you use like a pomade or a powder, it probably won't come with a spoolie, but you can get a spoolie brush from almost anywhere. So yeah. So first, we are going to just brush the brows. I like to brush mine up to remind myself of how long the hairs are and that I really need to go get them tamed. But also, it just makes it easier to get in between when you brush it up, even if you brush it like this and then brush it up. It's very helpful. Can you see the spaghetti sauce on my sweater? All right, so after we finish brushing them up, we're just gonna use this pencil and go in and make really soft, short strokes to make sure that we are really filling in that brow where we think we have some gaps. So, and you want to be really soft. You can always add more color, but it's really hard to take it back. So, unless you want to do the whole brow again. And you want to have the absolute slightest hand when you do the front. You don't want to have too much at the front. That makes your brows look super fake, and it makes you look really mean when you have super dark brows. Like if you notice, a lot of villains have really dark brows. I'm not sure why, but somebody started it, and now that's just what I associate it with. And so when you just follow the natural shape of your brow, it makes everything super easy. And I know we just brushed it out, but you can still see a pattern. So you just want to follow that. Real simple. No sudden motions. Everything's real smooth. Just be cool. Be cool. Mind your business. That's all. Mind your business. And when I'm going for the top and the bottom fill in, I try to follow the natural line of like the last row of hair so that it blends seamlessly. So I definitely do not go above my brow because that just looks really fake to me. And I just keep it right there. Right there. Same thing on the bottom. You just want to blend into that last line of hair. Still keeping those strokes really soft. Really soft. And right here, I'm like bald. Like my brow is missing there. And I did exactly what I was trying not to do and put too much. I just wiped it off. But you just want to be super soft so that you don't end up like me. You can even add a little bit at the front if that's how you're feeling that day. All right, so I'm actually gonna bring this down. I want it to be a little bit more precise. So for this brow right here, as you can see, it's like kind of sparse on the ends. So I just make my little shape and it's straight right there. Okay, so now we're done with our pencil. And we want to take our concealer and our brush. I'm gonna open this concealer up. I'm gonna put 1 dot of concealer right under the front of my brow. Just right there. Okay, just 1 dot. I'm gonna make sure it's a good amount to make it all the way under, but just a single dot, okay? You don't need to go ham and follow your brow because you'll end up with way too much concealer and wasting a lot of product. And all you wanna do is take your brush, okay, and drag it right under your brow. Okay, and after you finish that, I'm gonna suggest that you go on the other side and let this dry down a little bit before you blend it out. So we're gonna go on this side and we're gonna do the same thing. All right, and once you have let it sit for a little bit, you're just gonna drag everything down and bring it right into your eyelid. Drag it down as far as you want because this can really be a base for your shadow. And then what's most important is that you drag down that like dense amount that's there from when you applied it in the beginning, so that you don't have this weird, like, really noticeable line. You want it to be incognito almost. Like, wow, her brows are really clean. She must have just got them done versus, oh yeah, she definitely put concealer under her brows. And another thing about making your concealer look really natural is making sure it's only 1 to 2 shades lighter than you. Because if you out here with your color corrector orange concealer on under your brow trying to brighten it up, you're gonna look ridiculous. You're gonna have a bad time. Once you're done with the bottom, you're gonna do the same thing at the top. No different, it's just at the top this time. This is really about using the lines that Mother Nature has already given you. Whew. And if you don't like the shape that you made when you drew your brows, you can always just cover it up with your concealer and make a new one. Making it with your concealer is definitely gonna be way tougher, but it's possible. If you blend it like this way, it'll look more natural than it just stopping right there. And that, my friends, is how you do your brows. Super simple, nothing crazy. Definitely take some time to get the shape, decide what color pencil you want to use. Besides all that, it's super simple. Anybody can do it. You don't gotta be a beauty guru. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.